Hey folks, many of you ask me what does it mean to be a disabled lady streamer and what exactly do I mean saying that I do many things in my own way. Now I have two joysticks right here in front of me which give me a perfect occasion to demonstrate you what do I mean saying those words. Now I want to draw your attention particularly to the fact that one of them is not even connected to my computer, so it's not a technical demonstration. First of all, I would like you to see two simple examples of how disability can influence your everyday life. What can be simpler than a cup of tea? Really? Nope. Do you really think you can lift a cup which is filled with something? Because this one is empty. And another very simple thing, we do it every day multiple times. Pen. Nah. I don't know what to do with it if I'm using only my right hand. So what I would be doing if I need to write something with the right hand is doing this. In fact, I forgot to turn it on. So, this. I'm not writing anything, because you don't want to see it, and you won't be able to read anything of it. And please don't dictate me anything too fast, because, well, one letter can take about 1 minute. Now, back to flying. This is my beloved Mad Cats that I'm using regularly for a flight. Thrust levers, the actual joystick, and the 4 buttons for gear and flaps, up and down, period. These 5 buttons is inactive for me. They work perfectly, but it's just not cool to use them. And the pause button, which I press accidentally sometimes. I'll show you why. So, simple enough. If we're just flying, whoops, button comes off. Right here. It was here a second ago. Now it's somewhere on the floor. This one. This one. But never mind, I think I can get it fixed, and we're not talking about this right now. So, flying. Simple enough. But if we need to control the speed and the thrust level along with it, I do it cross-handed, like this. And simple enough if we're just flying straight. But what I need to do to pull the nose down and reduce thrust lever. See that? It sticks right in my wrist. And I'm not even doing it with my fingers. I'm doing it with this part of my palm. Like this. Just 2 fingers to bring it back. Well, this is why I get so pissed when I use control of speed, because bringing it back is not an easy task. Now, next thing. Say I need to turn off the autopilot with the mouse. I'm trying really hard to keep a straight line, but it's like really not a straight fucking flying. This is why we get all those wibbly moments from time to time. Now, landing. Alright. I need to reduce thrust real quick and pull the nose down, which is fine. But sometimes we need to use those reverse levers, which are bended over to these 2 buttons. So what I do is I'm doing this. And as soon as we are stable on the ground, more or less stable, I'm doing this. To hold the reverse buttons. But see, when I'm holding the reverse buttons, I'm not really holding the plane straight. So, well, no straight landing ever happens. And the reason I'm not using the buttons over here is that because my left hand is usually busy with flying, because it's the only hand that works correctly, and press a button somehow like this, well, see, it doesn't work. But the good thing about this joystick is that it doesn't have the ergonomic shape, and even if I get this part of it sticking to my wrist once in a while here and there, I can deal with it. Now, the other one, the Logitech Extreme Pro, which has this ergonomic shape to it over here and over here. So if you're holding it with your left hand, you have no choice of not pressing this little button here accidentally just because you want to grip it tight. I'm holding it. I don't want to, but I am pressing it anyway. Tiny thrust lever? No way. In my case, it will only go all the way up or all the way down. So don't tell me that we need to land at 330 kilometers per hour. One other thing. Say we're trying to just thrust and pull the nose down. See, this little ergonomical shape goes right into my wrist. It doesn't really influence the plane, but it does influence my gaming. And those rows of buttons over here, I bet they're quite comfortable. But can I really press it while flying? Well, maybe one. Maybe two of them. But do you really think I can do it quick? Probably not. So, I'm hoping this little comparison will give you a better idea of how I fly. I'm not saying that's correct, but that's the only way I can physically do it. Because cerebral palsy is not just a row of letters on my Twitch page. It's something I live with every day and I deal with every day. And this is why I come up with doing things in my very own way. Thanks for watching it. I hope now you understand me better.